I bought this house for $2.4 million, which is the most I've ever spent on a house. To execute my plan, I'll need to spend $2 million on the renovation, but I think I can sell it for $5.4 million, giving me a huge profit of $1 million. For this challenge, I'm gonna work hard to stick to my budget for the living room and entry. This is the main entertaining space, so let's just make it feel like that warm, inviting place. I want somebody to come in here when they're looking to buy and know that, hey, I want to have my Christmas tree in the corner. First, I'll use support beams to open up the sight lines. A beautiful groin vault ceiling will make a dramatic first impression, and with an irregular tile pattern, this front entry will really stand out. I'll carry the welcoming and stylish vibes into the living room. Light hardwood will warm up the space, and I'll go big with the existing fireplace to create an unforgettable focal point. With soft whites and earth tones and some sophisticated Spanish flair, buyers won't need to see the rest of the house. They'll walk in, fall in love, and make an offer. I want to go big with this living room, and that definitely does not include Venetian blinds.
Well, let's pull those.
Well, I demoed some of the window for you. Some old timber.
I think this whole thing will just come off by hand. Strong, man.
There you go.
Strong like bull.
You've been working out?
Not really.
I feel I have the upper hand because I know what buyers want here.
They want to retreat away from the city.
A health and wellness vibe, eco-friendly. I'm gonna sell the lifestyle, then I'm gonna sell the house, and then I'm gonna beat Jonathan. Easy threezy.
I bought this corner lot house for $2.35 million, which is less than I was expecting. That's a good thing because this place could end up being in worse shape than I thought, but if I can keep my renovation budget to $2 million and I find the right buyer, this could go for $5.6 million, landing me a big profit of $1.25 million. For this challenge, I've got a pretty substantial budget for my parlor, front entry, and living room.
Hello!
Hello.
You hear a voice, but can you see me?
I cannot.
Ha-ha! Behind the giant bush, you can't even get into the
Can't even
house.
see the house. How's it going?
Good.
Hart's on my construction team. I trust him through and through, and he has the knowledge and experience that's going to help me win. All right.
Wow.
We have a very impressive archway in here.
Beautiful. The stenciling on the ceilings.
In here, look at the coffered ceiling.
Oh, nice.
So I want to make sure that we keep that charm.
Old Hollywood, it's awesome.
In the parlor, I'll save some room for a cool space I'm creating later, and I'll build a stunning custom fireplace feature wall. With the classic coffered ceiling, this will be an intimate space for warm conversation or blissful quiet time. The current front door isn't original to the home, so we'll make it just as beautiful as it was in its heyday. My storybook chateau vibe will continue in the living room with bright whites, dark accents, and hints of understated California elegance. The beauty of the past, the style of the present, all in perfect harmony. Music to the ears of high-end buyers, but first, we have a lot of work to do.
The floors look terrible, but they do not want to come up.
There you go. I get the big boy.
There we go.
Coming?
Slow start, but when I start to get momentum, it'll go. We had a bit of a scare when we were installing our support beam, but in the end, everything worked out. We're totally on budget, and my living room and entry are looking incredible. I know the overall competition is going to be grueling, so it feels great to start on a high note. I'm hoping that when Orlando walks in, he's going to appreciate all the effort that went into creating this space.
We better win this one.
So, you just throw that down there.
Ooh, that looks good.
Thanks, guys.
This is so exciting.
Isn't it nice?
Christmas every day.
The big thing we wanted in here was just to make sure that any buyer that comes in, that they look at this and they feel all the classic touches could have been here in 1920.
Everything is coming together.
I had to fix the wonky floors, and in the living room, I added a gas fireplace. But I saved some money in the parlor by dropping the custom built-ins. So I'm a little over budget, but I'm thrilled with the result. And these spaces are gonna give me a huge competitive advantage. I am positive Jonathan is not adding 2 fireplaces. I mean, this is huge value, function, style, original features. This is the whole recipe.
Yeah, it's got it all.
Go in.
See you later.
Good luck.
Wow. Oh my God, this looks so good. This just has so much more of a sense of presence. I love the wood beams on the ceiling. So rustic, so organic, and yet so modern. Oh, this tile in the fireplace is so pretty. I love that detail. I feel very relaxed being in here. The first thing I notice when I walk into the house next door, it has an identity. I didn't know what style it was when I saw it before. Now it feels like a Spanish Revival style home. This fireplace is completely different. It was just this kind of lackluster fireplace. Now it's a beautiful Spanish style fireplace. It has the arched opening, perfect for a house that has this kind of history. I love the way this whole place has been furnished. It feels really fresh, super airy, very California. There's a lot of wood to bring in some warmth. I love it. Wow, the floor is really beautiful. I love the embedded tile with that really beautiful light wood. It's so unique, you never see this. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice the ceiling. That is beautiful. This is something that you don't see every day, and I think that that is what people are looking for when they're looking to buy a really beautiful historic home. This is a crazy transformation. It feels like it's ripped out of a Nancy Meyers movie. There should be a lady wearing a cable knit sweater, drinking a glass of white wine, thinking about lost love, and I'm all here for that.
And now you're heading into the corner chateau. Do you remember what this one looked like from the pictures?
Yes, this one had a lot of really beautiful innate character. I love a French chateau style home, so I'm really excited to check it out and see what it looks like now that it's been renovated. Ooh, wow, that's gorgeous. This room looks fully different. It matches the traditional vibe of the house, but it also feels like it has a little bit of a contemporary bite. I love that. This room kept the original beams, which thank goodness. I love keeping original detail. I definitely like that there's some hand painting going on the ceiling. Is obviously custom. It's so, so beautiful. It kind of references the painting that was already on these beautiful beams. That is lovely. I walk into the corner chateau, and the first thing I feel is just, it feels so beautiful and sophisticated and relaxing in here. This looks gorgeous. This is so pretty. Wow, I love this. This feels like a space I'd want to hang out in. Everything is very neutral and creamy and pretty and open. The perfect place to have a nice little coffee and hang out with your friends. This fireplace was not here before, and that looks amazing. I'm really impressed by that. Oh, I didn't even notice the herringbone in the entryway. It feels old and historic and beautiful, perfect for the style of this house. This is an extremely tough decision, but I have to choose one house over the other. What am I gonna choose?
There they are. All right, you ready
Grab
for
a
this?
seat. You can see the fear in their eyes right now.
We like being judged, and I know he does great design. It's nerve-wracking but fun to see what you think.
So, walking into the house next door, the first thing I noticed just generally overall, it felt like it had an identity. This house that kind of like felt blah and kind of meh had this beautiful Spanish style infused into it. So there's this character that feels so historic and so beautiful, and it was added, which I think is so smart. And then in the corner chateau, the original detailing on those beams is insane, and people go crazy for that kind of detail on a ceiling.
Which home do you think wins this challenge?
I really wish I had like an envelope.
Don't make this painful.
All right, the winner of the living room challenge is the house next door.
Oh! Woo!
I was right.
Yeah, you were
You
right.
did it.
You were right. Yeah.
I just thought it had so much more character than it had before. You took a meh house and you made it like gorgeous.